We are underway here in the friendly, we'll call it a club friendly, between two of the standout teams in a competitive FIFA 21, Team Ducks and Team Hullet, obviously from the Netherlands and Spain respectively. Really excited to see how they can do in this 2v2 format. Is Team Hullet starting off lively here. Block just in front of the goal, and then the save there from goalkeeper of Team Ducks. A lot more to look at with the 2v2 game. Okay, we're back underway now. Team Hullet on the ball with a switch of play. I like the look of that. The different animation on that switch of play to what we're used to on FIFA 21. A lot of things have been added, of course, especially with player movement and hyper motion, as we're calling it. Chance on the edge of the box for Kevin De Bruyne, flicking it up for himself, trying a slightly odd header there. And now Spanish Team Ducks can counter. Adriman and Gravison both having really good years last year. Adriman particularly was right up there amongst the best in Europe through the whole of the year. Saw him at many events in our kind of online season, if you like, due to COVID. And there's got to be a goal, surely, and that pass has not found its entire target. And you wonder how much of that was because of the off-the-ball movement that 2v2 allows. How much of it is a new feature, perhaps, of FIFA 22. Those passbacks maybe not as easy as we're used to. These are things we need to figure out over the coming days and weeks as we get our hands on the game. But Team Ducks getting a little bit more into this now. And you have to remember, when you watch 2v2, you're watching a completely different kind of football, because if they pass it around really quickly, for example, that's not one person doing that. That's two people working in harmony together, which is a lot harder than it seems. So chemistry is obviously a huge word in Ultimate Team, but it will be a massive word in 2v2. A lot of Leicester shirts. I think that's the kit that Team Hullet are wearing there, in the box there, to stop the threat of Team Ducks. Got to look at Levy de Veer's season last year. What a breakout season it was for this young man. FIFA 21, he really came and dominated it. Some huge performance. He won a regional against the man Tom that we saw obviously in our last video. And a massive final performance, and he continued to impress throughout the year. Great fake shot there, and it's wide. We're going to see a lot more identity on teams and tactical identity in a 2v2 format, which is something that I think, you know, is mirrored in real life football. Team Hullet on the ball here. Switch of play. They're enjoying the switch of play at the moment. Very wide. Their fullbacks especially. Playing it around Team Ducks. They're applying some kind of pressure between both Gravison and Adriman. Good play down the right here, though. Cuadrado on the ball. Ultimately, it's going to go off for a corner. Di Maria into Dembele. Dembele. Great little player for me in the early stages of FIFA 21. Really enjoyed playing with him. Affordable to an extent. And I kept him in my team for a long, long time. Be interesting to see if he has similar use in FIFA 22. It's a 5-star week that really did it for me. Mendy on the ball. Comes inside. Finds Dybala in the middle of the park. Playing a deep role here for Team Hullet. Dembele again into Mbappe. Poor pass. So now could see Team Ducks counter. Kante looking for that big switch. It's not a move that we're familiar with seeing Kante do, but he's shown a good range of passing there. Corner for the Spaniards. Half an hour gone, about a third of the way through this match. No goals yet. Been a few chances. This is a chance surely here for the lads from Netherlands and Team Hullet. It's Mbappe on the ball, looking to create space. And that is just what Kante does. He will not give those players a moment's rest. He finds those areas and intercepts those passes like nobody in the business. Another chance goes missing. Really enjoying watching these two just feel each other out, though, and work out what the best way to break down a 2v2 opponent on FIFA 22 is. Kante again. Very busy in the middle there. Poor pass. With a lofted pass there. It's Fernandez on the ball. Here's Di Maria. Cancelo, sorry. Good talk, good talk. Okay, approaching the latter stages of the first half now. Another switch of play. We're seeing a lot of that in this game. St. Maximin plays it back down the right to Cancelo. Ronaldo in the box. Can we get a shot off here? It's a save onto the post and back into Courtois' very grateful hands. Definitely the chance of the game so far. And it fell to Team Ducks. Dembele and Valverde linking up here. Cuadrado playing a right back. Position is moved back into later stages of his career. Varane with a lovely curled switch of play there. Definitely an animation I'm enjoying the look of in FIFA 22 already. And that's the break. Half time. Definitely some chances. I'd say the better chances fell to Team Ducks, but no goals scored at the break. I'm loving these stats. You can see, despite what I just said, the stats are actually saying that it's Team Hullet with a 1.1 expected goals who perhaps should be 1-0 up, but only 0.9 expected goals for Team Ducks. Not a lot in it. Shall we bring the guys in for... Right, thanks, guys. Okay. We're going to jump back into the second half here. Good to hear from the lads there. I think there'll be goals. Based on what I saw in that first half, I think someone is going to find the back of the net. I think when you're starting off in a game, particularly, again, on the 2v2, it can actually be harder to get it going and get it moving when you're not on the same wavelength. But with practice, I think there's nothing more rewarding in FIFA than playing with friends, with teammates, and working together to get those goals. Because we start to mirror, traditional football then, working as a team, and that shared joy that only football can bring. Okay, reminder, we've got the two Netherlands players from Team Hullet, Danny and Levi de Weerd in the maroon kit. And in the yellow and blue, it is the Spaniards, Gravison and Adraman from Team Ducks. Mendy on the throw here. Gives it to Zaha, who's making an appearance. Obviously, early in the game, you see a little bit more of these players. As we get further into the competitive schedule, I'm sure only the biggest names and the icons will come out to play. De Bruyne in there. Some of these guys have had a little bit more time on the beta than the others, depending on what they've been doing for the last few days. Might have affected what players they've got available, but the squads look pretty even to me. I like that pass out. That's another animation that I'm really enjoying. It looks very natural, the way that ball was struck there from the centre-back. Definitely feels a net. Another great example there. Very lovely switch of play. Feels very lifelike, I have to admit. A little bit of work down the right here. He's going to play in Cancelo on the overlap from right back. Ball in. Keeper needs to claim it. Courtois used his 6'7" frame very well. Just signed a new contract with Real Madrid. He's staying there for the foreseeable. Okay, Cuadrado's got it at the back. Into Varane, the new Man United man. Lovely little switch of play. That's really been the highlight for me of this 2v2 so far, is watching the switches. They look great. But are they being used to good effect by our players here? As Kante gets forward, he's been the standout player for me in this game so far. Some big interceptions. He has been the first name on my Ultimate team sheet now. Has to be for at least the last 3 years. I love him. I love playing with him. And I think it's going to continue into FIFA 22 based on what I'm seeing here. Here he is again now. Over to St. Maximin. An electric start to the Premier League against West Ham. A lovely bit of skill and an assist. West Ham did win, of course. Thought I'd throw that in there. Again, the switches of play, quite important in the 2v2 to create space. Not so many chances in this second half. We approached the last 20 or so minutes. Not a great pass forward there, read by the defence. Kante. Gets it back. Over to St. Maximin on the right. Rashford. Bruno Fernandes now. The new man at Barcelona. Depay on the ball there. Dispossessed though. Can we see our first goal of the game as we go down the left here with Team Hullet? Mbappe on the ball. Can he beat his man? Lots of yellow shirts to beat if he's going to get an opening. Mendy into De Bruyne, the two-man City players linking up. Lovely pass to Sancho. Zaha finds space. There's a lot of Premier League players involved in this move. But they are dispossessed, and now we could see a counter from Ducks. Fernandes to Kante. Lovely switch again. Could be run onto here. Down the line. Is he onside? No, he's off. Okay, about 15 minutes left. Valverde. Poor pass there. He's giving it away. Ronaldo. Still going strong here. Linking up with Mbappe. Looking for the 1-2. Great header back from Varane to Courtois. Chance here for Team Hullet. So many defensive shirts around. I mean, I'm definitely noticing that FIFA 22. Defensive line deeper, harder to break down, in position quicker. And then when you add the 2v2 element, you've obviously got the fact that two of you can be manually defending, you know. Choosing when to press and when to hold. A little bit more than you can when you're playing on your own. That's what I'm fascinated to see as we no doubt see more 2v2 and team-based competitions. Just really excited to see how the gameplay changes, and it really will, because there's so many more decisions that have to be made. Anyway, Ronaldo in the box here, looking to get a chance, gives it away but gets it back, but is tackled once again by Cuadrado. Can Zaha break? It's a great ball over the top. Oh, and he's going to make it, and it's Mbappe. Could be the only goal of the game here for Team Hullet. Fantastic through ball over the back line. And that man is who you want on the end of it. Composed and measured with the finish there past the keeper. And you have to wonder whether Team Ducks have got any time to get back in this now. And there could be another chance here for Mbappe, who's really getting in behind his actual PSG teammate now, Ramos, whose legs aren't as fast as they used to be. Mbappe holding on to it here. Can he get shot off? Gives it to Zaha. They're just playing with their food before they devour it here. Mbappe. Valverde. Oh, they're getting cheeky now. The Hullet boys have come to play. And they know that clock is ticking down. And I know this is just a pre-season beta friendly between the teams. But is there any such thing in competitive FIFA? I don't know if there is. Every loss is remembered. And this will probably be it. And it will be a win for Team Hullet. Could they double that scoreline?